Election winner stance, what it means for Israel, Gaza, and Lebanon. The political landscape of the Middle East, particularly concerning Israel, Gaza, and Lebanon, has always been intricate and volatile. The results of a significant election, whether national or regional, can have profound impacts on the future of these nations and the broader geopolitical environment. As the election winner steps into office, the question arises: how will their policies shape the ongoing conflict in Gaza, the power dynamics in Lebanon, and the future of Israel's security? This video seeks to analyze the potential policies of the new leadership and the ramifications for these three key players in the Middle East. 1. Israel's security concerns and political shifts. Israel, a country with a long history of complex security issues and political transitions, is often at the heart of Middle Eastern geopolitics. The outcome of the election plays a crucial role in determining how the nation approaches its relations with both Palestinians and its neighboring Arab countries. The new leader's stance on Israel's security is likely to shape the trajectory of the conflict in Gaza and its relationship with Lebanon, especially considering the historical context. Security priorities for Israel. Military response to Gaza. The security situation in Gaza has been marked by repeated escalations and ceasefires between Israel and Hamas, the militant group that controls Gaza. Depending on the election winner's political orientation, Israel's approach to Gaza could either become more aggressive or seek avenues for negotiation. A more hawkish leader might advocate for tougher military actions and airstrikes to deal with militant activities, while a leader focused on diplomacy could push for renewed peace talks or humanitarian aid efforts to address the underlying causes of the conflict. Border security and defense. The winner of the election will likely prioritize strengthening Israel's defense infrastructure, particularly along its borders with Gaza and Lebanon. Given the history of incursions and attacks, Israel's Iron Dome missile defense system, as well as its surveillance and intelligence capabilities, are expected to receive continued investment. Israeli-Palestinian relations. Two-state solution debate. The Israeli government has long been divided on how to address Palestinian statehood, with some factions pushing for a two-state solution, while others advocate for a more integrated or even annexationist approach. The new leader's position on the two-state solution will be pivotal in shaping Israel's interactions with Gaza and the West Bank. A leader opposing a two-state solution may solidify control over the West Bank, while a leader open to negotiations could take steps to reinstate peace talks with Palestinian leadership. Humanitarian aid to Gaza. While Israel has been criticized for restricting the flow of aid into Gaza, a new leader may either continue this policy to prevent Hamas from benefiting or find ways to ease the humanitarian crisis without empowering militant groups. How Israel navigates this delicate balance will be central to its international reputation and its internal security situation. 2. Gaza's struggle for autonomy and leadership challenges. Gaza, under the control of Hamas, has faced significant challenges over the years, including blockades, military operations, and internal political fragmentation. The outcome of Israel's election, coupled with potential shifts in international diplomacy, will significantly affect Gaza's political landscape and its relationship with the Palestinian Authority in the West Bank. Hamas and its future. Hamas' regional influence. Hamas has long been a key player in Gaza's politics and its relationship with Israel. The new leadership in Israel may take different approaches to dealing with Hamas, ranging from continued military action to efforts to isolate or undermine the group. Hamas may find itself at a crossroads, either looking for ways to consolidate power internally or exploring new alliances with other regional actors. Internal struggles. Gaza faces significant economic and humanitarian challenges, compounded by the ongoing Israeli blockade and internal division between Hamas and the Palestinian Authority. The election of a leader with a more conciliatory approach could lead to greater international support for rebuilding Gaza, whereas a hardline Israeli leader may deepen the siege and further complicate internal reconciliation efforts. International support for Gaza. Humanitarian aid and reconstruction. Gaza has been heavily reliant on international aid, and the political changes in Israel and elsewhere in the Middle East can influence the flow of aid into the region. A leadership focused on human rights and humanitarian issues might seek to pressure Israel into easing blockades or opening up more aid routes, while a more isolationist stance could stifle reconstruction efforts. 3. Lebanon's political instability and shifting alliances. Lebanon, a country marked by sectarian divisions, political paralysis, and economic instability, is another critical player in the Middle East. Lebanon's relationship with Israel, coupled with the influence of Hezbollah, the Shiite militant group, will be central to understanding how new leadership affects the region's balance. Hezbollah's role and Israeli concerns. Hezbollah's influence in Lebanon. Hezbollah, a powerful militant group based in Lebanon, has long been a point of contention between Israel and Lebanon. Hezbollah's military capability, including its missile stockpile, poses a significant security threat to Israel. The political outcome of the election could alter the level of Israeli focus on Hezbollah, depending on how the new leadership views the group's influence in Lebanon. Potential for conflict. While Hezbollah has engaged in several skirmishes with Israel, a change in leadership could lead to an intensification or de-escalation of these confrontations. A more moderate Israeli government may seek to de-escalate tensions with Hezbollah, while a more aggressive leader could seek to eliminate the group's military capabilities. Lebanon's internal political crisis. Sectarian politics and stability. Lebanon's government is based on a delicate sectarian balance, which often leads to political deadlock. The election of new leaders could either break the political paralysis or deepen it. If Lebanon's political instability continues, it will struggle to confront external threats, including Hezbollah and Israel. Economic rebuilding. Lebanon has faced economic collapse, hyperinflation, and social unrest, exacerbated by the 2020 Beirut port explosion. A change in leadership within Lebanon could either stabilize or worsen these issues. The outcome of Israel's election will influence whether Israel continues to block Lebanese reconstruction projects, particularly those involving oil and gas exploration in disputed maritime territories. 4. Regional dynamics and global influence. The Middle East is a highly interconnected region, and the outcomes of Israel's, Gaza's, and Lebanon's political shifts will resonate beyond their borders. International actors such as the United States, Iran, the European Union, and Russia will all play a role in shaping the future of the region. U.S. influence and Middle Eastern alliances. Diplomacy and support for Israel. The United States has historically been a strong ally of Israel, providing military aid and diplomatic backing. The election of a new leader in Israel will be closely watched by Washington. A leader perceived as more moderate may receive greater support for peace initiatives, while a hardliner may face increased pressure for diplomatic isolation or sanctions. Iran's influence. Iran's support for Hezbollah and its involvement in Palestinian factions has made it a significant regional player. How the new leadership in Israel responds to Iranian influence in Lebanon and Gaza could dictate whether tensions increase or diplomatic efforts are explored. What do you think of our video? Let me know in the comment section below. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to hit that like button. Also, subscribe to our channel before you go. Thank you for watching.